Is there a way to sort of make sure he doesn't get overwhelmed by that environment, to keep it calm?
Well, these guys, he's been in situations as this before, his first NBA game, his first NBA training camp and all those things. But, being home is a little different. I think he's going to embrace it. He's a guy that embraces moments. So I think just having him, get through that first stretch of the energy and the build-up, and once he gets through that, I think he's going to be just fine.
Seems like forever ago, a little bit pre-COVID, but like that night, January of 2020, did you envision this?
And he'll take it down on a 3-on-2, and Holmgren blocks it. Look at the back and forth action. Here's Suggs. That's going to be up off the glass.
It was in the back of my head, of course, but I think I was just so locked into that night and, what we had going on, and all the Red Hawks, all the sea of red that was in here, and how much fun we all had that night. So, this wasn't really on my mind then. It was just that. But to be here now again, it's kind of crazy, honestly, a little surreal.
Yeah, you played near a bunch. How does maybe today feel different, even just like this morning shoot around, and maybe I guess what you anticipate for tonight?
I know it's kind of weird feeling. Coming, now I'm coming back home, and this isn't where I normally reside, and my normal place where I play at. So, been a little emotional, honestly. Just being back and seeing family, being back home, and everything like that. So, really just trying to get locked in, get present, so I can give my all here tonight, and let whatever happens happen. Returning back to home is always the best. I remember seeing it on the calendar early in the season, just being super excited for it. Setting everything up. What I was gonna do, family I was gonna see, friends I was gonna have come through and hang out, so I could see him again. Because it had been so long. Pregame I got to see everybody. I got to see Mason, MVP Mason. He was there for my pregame workout, and we talked for a little bit.
Oh my God! How you doing, man?
It was a basketball game at St. Peter High School. It was pretty one-sided. Minnehaha Academy has a very strong team. They were playing our high school team, and Mason got in, and he was able to put up a couple three-pointers. I think you ended up making a three-pointer and then one that went in just right at the buzzer. And it was amazing because our gym was full. Playing Minnehaha Academy brought a lot of crowd members with them, and just everybody came out of the stands at the very end of the game, and it was unbelievable, the energy that was in that space. And then Jalen going right up to him and asking Mason to get a picture with him was kind of a reverse in roles, because everybody wanted a picture with Jalen. So it was like Jalen rushed right up to him and then put him in his Twitter account and said MVP Mason.
His team gave him, at the end of the season last year, this basketball, and Mason brought it, thought you'd maybe sign it.
Oh, yeah.
It just says, you got the MVP Mason on it.
Good to see you, my man.
Our high school coach came back, our athletic director.
We're very excited to see him come home and play here at Target Center here in Minnesota. He has lit this gym on fire before. We've seen him play great basketball here, and we're excited to watch him here again tonight. Playing in the NBA, it's a big deal for us.
He's always been just the ultimate competitor, very intelligent. I had him since he was in 7th grade on our varsity team, and even as a 7th grader, he had a confidence in himself that was just unbelievable. So Orlando is going to love Jalen, and he's going to, I think, create a real winning type atmosphere, along, of course, with your coaching staff and everybody else, but he's perfect for that.
So here we go on this Monday night. NBA basketball, it's Magic time in Minneapolis at the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis.
Number 4, Jalen Suggs.
On that list of all-time great athletes, he'll play basketball tonight in the NBA for the first time in his hometown. So that's going to be fun to watch. Some other interesting matchups tonight. The Magic's young front court against outstanding big man Karl Anthony Towns. And we'll see second-year NBA star Anthony Edwards out of Georgia, who's averaging 23 points per game. Though with the ball and the big lead. 2 minutes to play. Very quiet Target Center.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Suggs lets it go for three. He got it! Jalen Suggs with his first three tonight. Here's Franz. using a Carter screen, turns the corner, gets to the rim, and hammers it home. Franz Wagner drops the German hammer on Minnesota. He'll put a lid on this Magic victory. Molly, his mom cheering courtside, and the Magic get the win, 115-97. What a fourth quarter by Orlando.
Why are you passing it to me?
Yeah, bro. You ain't getting no water on you, coach. You could have got 30, bro. It was so open. Yes, sir, dog. Good job, man. I'm talking about, boy. Oh, snap. Yeah!
Tonight, you know, we did a great job of building up that lead in that fourth quarter and then not letting them, you know, get back in the game, but instead extending our lead and going and eventually getting that dub.
Talk about having guys with high basketball IQs making the right play, and those guys did that tonight. And then defensively, I just can't say enough about our tenacity, finishing plays with the rebound, and then, you know, trying to keep them off the three-point line. You know, we talk about guys getting better, and we've gotten better every game for them understanding exactly what we need to do to keep developing and keep growing, and they feel that. They feel that experience, and so once you feel it on the court, then you understand exactly the things you need to do.
Great win. I just wanted to win. I didn't care how we got it. I didn't care how I played, and you know, I was nervous all night. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I had butterflies, and you know, my eyes were peering into the crowd. You know, seeing familiar faces every time I looked up there, and people I knew. Again, we got to win. That's all I care about at the end of the day. After the game, you know, I knew there was you know, family and friends out on the court. I was gonna go see them, and I was expecting, you know, like 2-3 rows, you know, maybe about 30 people, 40 people. You know, and that's still a lot, but ended up being, you know, they filled up a whole section, you know, nearly 1,000 people.
Appreciate y'all, man. I was nervous as all that. I saw you up there. My eyes were wandering, but man, to see the love of support. Emotional, man. Coming back home and knowing that all y'all have my back. I get to see y'all supporting me now, man. That's the best. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all know how much it means to me. And man, love. Thank y'all for coming.
It was a really emotional night. You know, everyone in those stands, you know, I can recall memories and things, you know, that they've done to help me, you know, get to this point where I am now.
Long journey. A lot of people in the help, so just see everybody coming through and taking time out of their night. You know, coming to cheer for their away team. Never see their faces again. It touches me. Yeah, that one hit. That hit. I thought it was gonna be like 2 rows, 3 rows, and I could like actually see everybody. That was a lot of people.
Yeah. For the record, you're undefeated in the ring, right?
There you go.
Go J-Rock! Go J-Rock!
You know, it's just been overwhelming, you know, brought me to tears, you know, just because I'm such a family person, you know, because a lot of them I hadn't seen, you know, in about 2 years, 3 years due to COVID and pre-draft and all that stuff. So an emotional moment.